Good morning, evening, and afternoon. Welcome to part 18 of 9, episode 1, Koko no tsu koko no ka koko no iro. So this is going on right after uploading the previous one. Yeah, going to carry on from an interesting momentum or position or something interesting is going on, I should rather say. So now we know why Kujo has been acting weird and why she was a bit off from us and alienating us from her. Off, highly likely, I should say, is that she saw the memory of us talking with Sophie in regards to Kujo potentially killing the guy who had fire ability. That could easily shock her, so obviously she didn't want that to happen. So now she has been using her powers constantly, trying to do something. We're not too sure. Find the killer, we don't know. I just had a forethought now though that perhaps she was using her ability to see if what she saw in the memory was true or not. If she were to steal somebody else's memory and correlate that to something that she can prove is correct or not, then sure. So now we think that Kujo is walking around town right now at night trying to find the killer. There's a few places that she could be going. And that's where we left off, trying to figure out where she went. I have a few feelings myself where she went. One of them is the park. That's where the first incident happened, and it was close to the second incident. So let's go and see if we are correct. But also someplace where they could find a victim. I should have read the last part because I don't think I read that when I left. Where? Somewhere unpopulated. But also someplace where they could find a victim. How should I know? I spit out, running. I have a bad feeling. Kujo is diligent and straight-laced. However, she can be easily swayed emotionally. That is exactly why you have to be careful of her. I can't leave Kujo alone in the state she's in. That's why my hunch is telling me. It's not like Kujo to just go using her powers on her classmates without a moment's hesitation. I should have realized something was wrong when I saw that. Why haven't I tried to consider Kujo's feelings, even just a little? It's all been about me. I'm sorry, Kujo. Oh, I think he just says, Kujo. I start messaging her, not breaking my stride. Message after message, but no reply comes. Would it really be better to leave her alone? No. Even if Kujo does find the culprit, what can I do? But then, why do I feel this sense of foreboding? I'm practically betraying Kujo. I'm putting her in the same category as that student who went nuts. How many hours have I been wandering around with nothing to show for it? I'm short of breath, physically drained, and I'm fast approaching my limits. My phone finally vibrates. It's a message from Kujo. I've already found the evil eyes user. I will fulfill my obligation. Are you sure? Because she might not be in the state to be able to do that. What does she... Okay, here again, all he says is Kujo. No, Kujo. Damn your obligation. That man died because of an act of God. None of that was your fault, Kujo. You already found them? Does that mean you identified the culprit a long time ago? But then, your obligation, does that mean... Kujo, you can't be planning to. Again, here he just says Kujo. Kujo is... She's going to make contact with the culprit? No. She's already made contact? Damn it. I run and run and run. I don't have any powers, so maybe I can't help you. But that's irrelevant. You can't just confront the culprit on your own. Where? I search, run, search. I send a message. There's no read notification. No reply either. So to break the moment here. If this were a game where I've chosen multiple routes already, I would have thought, oh shit, this is a bad end, isn't it? So I'm thinking that it could be bad, but I'm hoping not. Kujo, where are you? Sorry I keep bringing this up, but all this says is Kujo. And I said, I'm not good with those ones, but I think it's Kujo. Like, kind of shouting it out in a sense. I shout. I pray she hears it. But no response. I'm filled with a sense of dread. I'm hoping he doesn't come across a statue. I just hope not. I have a wild hunch in the back of my mind. Are you kidding me? I should have realized that as well. Okay, before we go on, I have a feeling I know who it is. I should have picked up on it a while ago. Okay, so the hints I've been given. She has been wandering around at night. That's obvious. Secondly, how can I word this in a way? I'm not good at explaining things sometimes. We know that she, from Miss Notice, has said she was been wandering around the temple. Okay. We were there, nothing happened. We thought, okay, she's probably somewhere else. Next, she says that she probably probably already knew who the culprit was. And she's going to contact them or get to that with them. And lastly, one of the hints I gave a long time ago was if you have a good side and a bad side, normally you would think the bad side would have a sprite, voice, and everything like that. So, because you can't really have a person who would be the villain here and just have a blank face and no voice. It just doesn't feel right. What would be good, or good for the story, is if it would be someone you knew and they kind of betrayed you in a sense. At first, I mentioned I thought I knew who it was. And I think I mentioned it, but I thought it would be Yoichi. Because he was so suspicious. And the way he is, and with the girls being the victims, I thought, can be him. But no. Now, I think it's Miss Naruse. I think she's the culprit. A lot of things are starting to piece together now. Wow. The sudden idea brings me back to here. This place is so far away from where anybody lives. As long as you don't cause a big scene, no one will ever notice you. People tend not to come here. It's out of the public eye. Sophie? Sophie is already here already. Is it too late? She's looking down at something. Yeah.
一足遅かったわね。
I don't don't understand what she's trying to tell me. I don't want to understand. Yeah. What is that? Is that hair? What the hell is this? It's a mass of stone. The legs extending from the skirt are grey. There's nothing there from the shoulders up, however. So the whole top of the body's gone? What the hell is this? Several feet away, surrounded by a scattering of fine stone shards, lies the head that should be attached to this body. Her expression, Kujo, is frozen in anguish. Anything but this, Kujo. And so it will stay forever. Those lips will never call my name again. How? Kujo, what happened? I don't know. All I know is what came of it. Why? She confronted the culprit. Kujo, and the culprit murdered her?
あら、アーティファクトを奪っていない。これは回収させてもらうわ。
I hear Sophie's voice. She detaches something from Kujo's corpse. Her corpse? Where did that word come from? She's still...
残念ね。見込みのある子だったのだけど。まあ、仕方ないわね。相手の方が上手だった。都は単独で行動すべきじゃなかった。せめて空と協力すれば勝機もあったでしょうに。憎い？許せない？さあ、感情を解放なさい。覚醒の時よ。私すら知らないその力を今こそ目覚めさせるの。さあ、かける。ダメね。あなたは見込み違い。さようなら。次の可能性を探ることにするわ。
Let's go back, Kujo. We should go back. Let's go back. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Okay. Interestingly here it says, okay, firstly I was a bit quiet there because I was slightly hoping that something was going to happen and they didn't show anything or whatever. I was hoping something, you know. And I was just in the moment, I didn't want to interrupt it, you know. So now we get this option. Go back to the beginning. I thought, wait, is this going to be like one of those games like the Nonary games or the Somnium Files, you know, those types of games where it has like branching points, but you have to go, sometimes you go back to redo it. I'm trying to think if there was another one that had something similar to this. I think it was it 7 or 9 or different? It was a different game. It was really a lot older one. Forever 13? No. It had a number in it, but it also had a bit of time traveling, I think. But what's interesting is when I read this, the Japanese one, hajime kara yari naosu. Naosu is to fix or to repair. So in other words, it's saying go back to the beginning to fix everything. So now this is telling me that this is his power. Something to do with time. So that he goes back to time and he remembers every single thing. And that's how the story is going to go. You're going to try and fix everything. That is interesting. That is nice. Let's click this and see what happens.
9、9つ9日ここの色。
Oh, interesting. Now she's gone.
始まります。環境設定です。
Now I'm not too sure. Let me just go back first.
終了するの
No,
で
no, no. Turn to
タイトル
title.
に戻りますね。9、
Okay.
9つ9日ここの色。
Yeah. So the only thing I can think of is just saying new game. So if I find that it's worth nothing in new game that I notice, then I'm probably just gonna cut it here. If not, then you'll see more. So let's go.
始まります。
A while back, there was this anime called Mobius Ring, the Cycle of Reincarnation. Cycle of Reincarnation. Now that's piqued my interest right there. Oh, this is yellow text now. Oh, yeah. So this is new text. This is old text. Town I live in, Shinomitsugawa, helped sponsor it, as a way of promoting tourism to the area. I don't know if I'm going to go through all of this again. Because obviously we've done it, read it through. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to wait a few seconds and then move on to the next page. So if we need to read or things like that, just pause and you can carry on like that. But of course, I'll still be reading it myself. I normally read quite quickly, so and when I don't speak. So about spotting anything interesting, I'll let you guys know. Kujo.
「結構ざっくり言っちゃったね。痛そう。さあ、なんか難しい顔してたけど。あ、来た来た。気になるなら持ち主に聞いた方が早いよ。ねえ、あのアニメで変な人うろつくようになって迷惑してたし、フェス中してざまあみろって感じだね。落書きされたこともある。消毒液持ってきたんだけど、もう絆創膏しちゃった？ 古いものだし、未知のばい菌でもなければいいけど。弱っ。無理じゃないかな。完全に壊れちゃったし。これからは紙粘土とかで適当にレプリカ作って祀っておけばいいでしょ。
マジっすか。いいんすかそれで。
そう。さてさて、新見兄弟。
ウィース。
今日はもう帰っちゃっていいよ。フェスどころじゃないだろうし。いいんじゃない？知らないけど。
ほんと適当だな。まあ私はバイトじゃなくて遊びに来ただけだからいいんだけど。
ごめんなさい。今は写真はご遠慮していただけると。まだ九条さん真面目だね。
あのレイヤーさんかわいいな。声優さん引っ張ってきたとか？
声優さんっていうかスポンサーさん？
え？
コロナグループの社長令嬢。
何？コロナグループって。あのコロナ？コーラとかの？
そうそう。
マジで？なんで社長令嬢自らあんなことしてるんすか？
アニメがこけて住民に迷惑かけたのに見て見ぬふりはできないって一番辛い仕事を立候補。
あの人個人がスポンサー？
まさか企業として出資してるわけだし、個人でお金出したりはしないでしょう。
親のしたことに責任感じてるってことです？性格良さそう。
実際いいよね。成績も上位だし。
パーフェクト超人かよ。なんかムカつく写真撮っておこう。いつか何らかの機会に脅しの道具として使えるかもしれない。親の格も違いすぎるよね。アマかけるとか中二ネームつけちゃう両親に育てられたせいで私こんなんなんすよ。空って呼ばせたいなら普通の空でいいじゃんね。そのうち絶対解明してやる。せめて漢字は変えてやる。
天さんってあだ名つけられたりしてそう。あの漫画みたいに。
何それ？
世代の差を感じてムカついたので早く帰ってください。
ごめんなさい。ポーズとかそういうのはないです。私ただの会場案内ですので。
Okay, here we go. I was starting to doubt it. I was really starting to doubt it. So, or I'm forgetting it completely, but I'm pretty sure we didn't get a choice before. So what I'm going to do is, before I started the repeat of the dialogue, I'm going to... Oh, you probably listened to this a second time, so never mind, you'll hear it just now. So, I'm pretty sure we should choose the first one, as is my normal thing of...
セ セーブしました。
As what I normally do in visuals is whenever I get a choice of this, I normally save. So let's go. I should back her up. No, yeah, last time we didn't back up, so yeah, back her up. Hey, Sora, I'll be right back. Yep, here we go. New dialogue.
お、うん。
I walk over to Kujo and the pack of photo jockeys. Excuse me, folks, this is an emergency, so if you could all kindly follow the evacuation instructions, please.
新見くん
We appreciate your cooperation. Could you please form a line over this way? I get a little pushy and disperse the crowd. Crying out loud, do you have to be such sketchballs? Try and keep it in your pants, guys. Are you alright?
ええ、ありがとう。
Don't mention it. Well, I'm headed home. Take care.
お疲れ様。
She seems flustered over me showing up out of the blue, making me think I've stuck my nose where it didn't belong. It's awkward, to say the least, so I immediately take my leave. Okay, so at first I thought it was probably his power to come back into the past, but I was hoping he'd have his memories of it, but I guess not. I guess we as players have our memories, so...
おうおう、兄貴。なかなかかっこいいじゃないっすか。
At first, when I first saw this Let's Play, I was a bit skeptical about Sora's personality, but it really has grown on me. Definitely not the sister character that's... It's always been a character I've disliked, that type of character. Shut up, we're leaving.
へーい。さつきちゃん、まったね。はいはい、お疲れ様。
I cannot trust her at all anymore. We leave the shrine and start heading home. Oh, here we go. Again, I'll keep on going. Actually, you know what? I think I'll leave it here for today. It's getting close to the end of this episode, and yeah, may as well. Actually, yeah, no, I'm not going to cut anything out. I'll leave it as is. So yeah, I did not expect to go into this episode redoing the story. I did not at all. Now that we know that there are decisions in this, now I'm worried that there are bad ends. So I've just got to keep an eye out on that, I guess. Now I wonder how much that little interaction will change the future now. I have to wait and see. There's so much knowing what has happened in the previous run, going into this run. If we are able to change certain points in the future, like the meeting with Noah, or discussing things around Noah, or the interaction with Haruka Senpai, with her charm ability, knowing about it, that the first victim, the second victim. There's so much that can be changed with one different dialogue that can change the whole thing. And since we know when the thing happens, I think, because they did specifically ask, what day did this happen? What day did that happen? So, unfortunately, I don't recall the dates myself, but I'm sure the game will let us know. But yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to see how it goes now. As I was saying, I didn't expect to go into this redoing it. I still remember when I first started this vision of it, that I thought it was going to be your typical romance, high school, slice of life, school life visual novel. Wow, was I wrong. So many different genres being packed together. I didn't expect. Yeah, okay. that'll be it. It would be great to know what your opinions are on this in regards to showing the yellow text or just skipping it all. I would prefer not to, and mainly because it helps serve as a reminder, as well as I'll be able to see any other hints or things that had happened before. Like I can keep an eye on Nadose now and see if she does anything that piques my interest, I guess you could say. But I'm sure for you guys it would be a bit boring, so it would be great to know. I think I might leave timestamps. I'll probably mention it in the description, so yeah. I'll probably add a video, a message in the middle in regards to saying I'll leave the timestamps below, so I'll do that. Other than that, that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and my reactions to some of this, because some of this really blown my mind, which is great. And yeah, please let me know, and I'll see you all next time.